Our planet is dying. The desert grows with every passing year. The world is at war. But there is hope. An object has been detected deep within the Great Banded Desert. It has been called the Jaraci Object, the Primary Anomaly. We believe it may hold the key to our salvation. An expedition to retrieve it is being prepared.
G'day everybody, Blue here. Hope you're all doing well.
Rachel, we have you on this. Stand by for pickup.
Welcome to Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. This is going to be a curated playthrough, which means we're going to be taking things slow, looking around, taking in as much as the story and the lore that this game has to offer to us.
Rachel, we need that control module hooked up before we launch, and we don't have a lot of time.
Understood. Clearance to approach?
You're clear. Gate 5.
Welcome to Epsilon Base.
Rachel, Gaussian attacks have been launched against multiple coalition bases. The northern frontier is under attack. The launch of our expedition carrier, the Kapisi, has been accelerated.
This is the captain of the Kiith S'Jet carrier Kapisi. All crews, Hangar 5. Stand by to initiate rollout sequence.
Loading control module now. Stand by.
Engage main drive. Laneway clear. All stations green. Captain has the helm. Ample clean blue on all decks. Full complement aboard. Shutter test green. Get CENTCOM up. See if they have any new reports to share on the current AO. All right. We're on top of it. Cooling tanks online at 4.3. Power plant reading 5.9. Cycling at 30-second increments until 99 at 7.
Bringing systems online. Fleet manager online. Resource control system online. Unit status online. Command system online.
Very cool.
Objective tracking online. All control systems successfully installed and online.
Systems confirmed. Rachel, redeploy to your base runner.
Copy that.
Attention all stations. This is fleet intelligence for the expedition carrier Kapisi. I will be issuing all mission objectives through this channel.
Roll.
Before departure, we need to run essential tests on our key capabilities. Vehicle production, resource salvaging, and combat operations. Time is of the essence, so let's run through these quickly. Fleet operations, is your channel clear?
Affirmative. I will be providing all non-critical updates on unit production, research, resource salvaging, and all carrier systems through this channel.
Copy that. Stand by to initiate production test.
Alright, here we are.
First, deploy a salvager from the command carrier Kapisi.
Okay, so finally we take control. For those of you who've been around the channel since close to its inception, you guys may know that Homeworld 1 and Homeworld 2 are essentially one of my favorite RTSs of all time. And Homeworld Deserts of Kharak is essentially a direct prequel to both of those games. And lore-wise, it actually ties both games together quite well, as well as sort of giving a little bit more of a background as to what happened before the fate of Kharak. Now, just a forewarning for all of you guys who might be interested in the lore of Homeworld 1 and 2 and you're expecting to sort of watch this playthrough sort of in order of the timeline, you may find that we'll be talking quite a bit about spoilers in this series because we have already gone through Homeworld 1 and Homeworld 2. Now, for those of you who haven't watched Homeworld 1 or 2, or played Homeworld 1 or 2, firstly, I do highly recommend just, playing it for yourselves because it's a fantastic game. But I do also recommend, if you do want to watch it, I've got a playlist for both games, and I'll throw some links down below if you're interested in, watching some of those videos on my channel. And obviously that helps the channel quite a bit as well. Now, here we are in the, I suppose what's called the Epsilon base. Now, Epsilon base is essentially the base that belongs to the Kiith that we are following here, which is Kiith S'Jet. And if you're familiar with Homeworld, you guessed it, Kiith S'Jet is essentially the leading Kiith that was responsible for coming up with the mothership. And in fact, Jaraci Object is part of this Kiith, and she is a direct descendant of S'Jet. But anyway, without further ado, let us prepare the carrier, or S'Jet carrier, Kapisi, to deploy on their very long mission to find the Primary Anomaly, or the Jaraci Object. I'm not entirely sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but anyway, our objectives are to deploy a salvager from the Kapisi and to gather the resources that are right here with the salvager. So let's get a salvager up and running here. Okay. Now, while we're at Epsilon base, I'm just going to have a look around. It is modeled very, very nice.
Stand by to commence resource test. Order the salvager to gather nearby resources located here.
Alright. Yeah, throughout this playthrough, guys, I'm going to try not to interrupt things too much, especially the story-related dialogue, so I'll try my best to, stay silent and give you guys a chance to listen in, obviously. But yeah, I mean, look at how beautiful this game is. The modeling of the entire base is fantastic. And we've already taken a closer look at the Kapisi, but there's a few things here that we can take a look at. We might take a look at Rachel a little bit later because there's going to be plenty of time to take a look at her vehicle there. We've got some armored assault vehicles here, just, making sure that there's no trouble around. And yeah, we've just gotten ourselves a salvager, so let's take a quick look at that little thing there. Very cool. Alright, let's get things started. So, like some of the previous games, Homeworld 1 and 2, we start off with just some preliminary testing here, making sure that the Kapisi is actually going to be, I suppose, battle-worthy.
Rachel, The Kapisi support cruiser has suffered a mechanical failure and requires immediate repairs before departure. Use your base runner to repair the support cruiser located here.
Okay, we need to repair this support cruiser, and since we're introduced to the support cruiser now, let's take a very quick look at it. Does look like it's got a salvager right next to it.
Don't leave anything
But
behind.
let's use Rachel to do some repairs here. Now, I am actually going to put
CU
Rachel
exhausted.
into
Control Group
Group
10
10.
designated.
Now, the reason for that is because we're probably going to need to use Rachel quite a bit throughout this campaign. But
That unit is down. Get it back up and running.
let's get her to complete some of these repairs. Now, if you guys are watching and
Initiating repairs.
you know, you've got some suggestions around the volume levels and all that sort of stuff, please let me know in the comments down below. Be happy to adjust things.
Repairs completed.
Good work, Rachel. Stand by for combat test. In order to produce combat vehicles, we will need to invest time and resources in upgrading our tech. The first step is to upgrade the Kapisi's advanced manufacturing facilities. Once that is done, we will be able to build light attack vehicles.
Kapisi reading.
Alright, so first order of things, to build anything, we do need to make sure that we've got the appropriate, I guess, engineering departments or bays for it, similar to what we had in Homeworld 2. So let's start with LAV fabrication.
Research completed. Light attack vehicle fabrication now online.
Very cool.
Produce 3 light attack vehicles from the Kapisi.
Okay, now we do need to produce 3 light attack vehicles, or LAVs, so we will do that, and
Carrier copy.
while we wait, we'll just quickly admire this badass looking, I don't know what this is, maybe transport ship? Or
Light attack vehicle in
something
service.
along those lines.
Active
But
operators.
look at that, bloody
Light attack
awesome.
vehicle online.
That's a good copy.
Light attack vehicles ready.
Target drones are now ready for weapons testing. Use the light attack vehicles to target and destroy the drones located here.
Alright, so our LAVs are ready.
Receiving.
Let's just take a quick look at them up close here. Very cool. We might actually put these guys into
Control Group 1 designated.
Group 1 like so, and yeah, let's get this test underway.
Copy. We're clear to engage.
Very cool.
All required tests are complete. 6-6. Give me a go, no-go for launch. Operations?
Go.
Bridge?
Go.
Rachel?
Science team's in place. We're go.
Engineering? Go. Confirm all systems go.
Our filters haven't been changed since we left.
Nice. Alright.
S'Jet carrier Kapisi. We are go for launch.
Switching back to TAC 4.
Well, all that's left is to launch and get this mission started. It's going to be a long and perilous journey. Let us launch.
Carrier moving. Conceal hatches. Understood. Prepare to open outer doors. Carrier all charges. Disengage locks.
Outer doors opening.
Mass ratio in line. Tracking solid. Doors at 50%. Looking good. Bring engines to speed and move out.
This is such a cool game, I swear. Again, one of my favorites, guys.
Outer doors at full aperture and secure. She's all yours, Captain. All stations, this is your captain. Today we embark on a historic mission to find and retrieve the Jaraci Object. Lying at the heart of the Great Banded Desert, deep inside Galcian territory, we believe it holds the key to our survival on this planet. The journey will be perilous, but if successful, we will change the course of history forever and secure our future for generations to come.
Personal log, Science Officer Jaraci S'Jet, Expedition Carrier Kapisi. We've launched 3 months ahead of schedule and just in time. The Galcian threat was far greater than we had anticipated. As the lead scientist on this expedition, I'm more convinced than ever that my brother was right. That what lies out there amongst the dunes holds the key to our survival on this planet and possibly beyond. We have no choice now but to believe.
Alright guys, that was a first mission and first look at Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next part. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.